Last week, key allies of President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga held a meeting in Nairobi. And I did a comprehensive video about that meeting. If you missed it, you can check it. And I remember opining that the presence of David Mudavadi and Junet Mohammed signified the presence of President Uhuru Kenyatta through Mudavadi and Raila Odinga through Junet Mohammed. And also went further and explained that the presence of Jubilee Secretary General Raphael Tuju and the ODM Secretary General Edwin Sifuna also signified that those political parties were actually represented at that meeting. But I could not understand the presence of Mauka Maure. Then it is now emerging that plans are actually underway for Jubilee Party and ODM Party to merge. I want to ask you a question. Do you think it's going to be a good political move for ODM as a political party and Jubilee as a political party to agree to merge together? Let me hear your opinion on that before we proceed. And in this video today, I want to explain to you why personally I don't think that the merger between Jubilee and ODM is a good political move for Raila Odinga, especially if Kalonzo Musyoka and Mudavadi are out of the picture. But before we do all those, if you're watching this channel for the first time, I want you to take a second or two and click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. What we do on this channel is that we analyze politics in a way you can't find in any other place. So just click the subscribe button. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. I know you've noted that we nowadays have some join button there. That join button allows you to become one of the channel members. I think I also did a video on channel membership. And I want to thank 3 guys who enrolled yesterday. People have been enrolling, but yesterday I saw 3 guys. Daniel Odongo, thank you so much. Daniel Odoyo, thank you so much. John Busolo, thank you so much. And John Karani, thank you guys so much. Tunataka tu kwenda pole pole hivyo. Those who would want to join, just click that join button, then you follow those steps. It's unfortunate that M-Pesa services is not acceptable through that process. And I know so many people have been trying, but they can't. Now let us get back to business. Do you think this merger between ODM and Jubilee is a good political move for Raila Odinga? One thing I know for sure is that Raila Odinga's political moves cannot be questioned. They are always on point, calculated, and well thought out. And from my perspective, it has advantage. I can mention the 3 advantages of this merger. The first advantage is that if it's going to succeed, Raila Odinga is automatically going to be the presidential candidate. That's the first advantage. Because in Jubilee, the remaining Jubilee, who do you think can become a presidential candidate? I don't think. So Raila Odinga would easily be chosen as the presidential candidate if this merger is going to happen. Number 2, it's going to allow Raila Odinga access to new grounds. For example, if this merger is going to happen, then Raila Odinga can actually go to the larger Mount Kenya region and campaign there peacefully. Let me just give you an example. Let's take, for example, Meru as a county. Raila Odinga, through this merger, they can get credible gubernatorial candidates, a credible senatorial candidate. They can get credible candidates for all the parliamentary seats there and all the civic seats there. That would make Raila Odinga's campaign very easily. Previously, it was difficult for Raila Odinga to get these credible candidates, highly respected. So this candidate will help him break new grounds in those regions. And number 3, if this thing is going to happen, then it will allow the president the opportunity to endorse Raila Amolo Odinga. President Uhuru Kenyatta endorsing Raila Amolo Odinga, and I've repeated this severally, would prove to ODM supporters that the deep state is with Raila Amolo Odinga. One of the questions which ODM supporters are asking, even as such today, is whether Raila Odinga is being played. So the moment Uhuru will say it's Raila, then they'll know the deep state is behind it. Then that will motivate the support base. But personally, I think it's not a very good idea. I know you want to hear my opinion. Let me explain through points. Point number one, the merger between ODM and Jubilee means these two political parties coming together. Jubilee government, as we speak today, has failed. So Raila, if he's going to be the presidential candidate, is going to carry the burden of Jubilee. And William Ruto is going to run away from that party. So they've preferred a situation where it's not going to be a merger. It's going to be a corporation. Corporation means there's Jubilee, there is ODM. So Jubilee can concentrate in their strongholds, ODM on their strongholds. At the presidential level, then they support Raila Odinga, so that Jubilee can compete, especially in the larger Mount Kenya region. That's number one. Number two, I think it can also isolate Raila Amolo Odinga further. Are you observing something? That today, if Uhuru were to abandon Raila Odinga, then Raila Odinga would automatically remain isolated. He was with the NASA. His core principles are saying they're not ready to support him again. He's now with President Uhuru Kenyatta. This merger would only be successful if Kalonzo were to join, Mudavadi were to join, so that we don't have only a merger between ODM and Jubilee. So if we had these two gentlemen coming together, then they would be talking of a super alliance. But again, politics is a game of numbers. If Jubilee and ODM can bring the numbers, then it means they don't need Wiper and they don't need ANC. But politics is also perceptional. The moment these guys are left out, a perception is going to be created there. Like, for example, currently it's being perceived that Jubilee currently is a pale shadow of the Jubilee of 2017. But someone like Kalonzo has the numbers. The canvas will always be with him. So Raila Odinga will appear to be isolated, because I'm certain President Uhuru Kenyatta might not actively participate in 2022 election. He might pull things from behind the scenes. Number three, if this merger is to be actualized, then there is a possibility that the merger can actually push Mudavadi or Kalonzo to join Ruto. Both these two gentlemen are ambitious, politically speaking. And their ambitions and hopes has always been that they are going to contest in 2017. They are receiving a lot of pressure from their support base. ODM would have Raila, would have Kalonzo, would have Gideon Moi, maybe Musalia Mudavadi. And they are figuring out their chances there. But if they're locked out, then it would mean that one of them might decide to join Ruto. Let's say Mudavadi, or even Kalonzo, to spread the risk. If one of these guys were to join Ruto, it would be bad news for Raila Odinga, because perceptionally they'll be perceived to be running away from Raila Odinga losing allies. Then apart from Raila Odinga losing allies, some of them might come with actual votes. For example, if Mudavadi were to be William Ruto's running mate, Western Kenya, Ruto will have an easy time there now. Number four is the acceptability. And this is the biggest question. Acceptability. There are people around the president who are still not very comfortable with Raila Odinga becoming the president. If Raila Odinga were to be chosen as the presidential candidate under this alliance, these guys might actually decide to frustrate. Because remember, in the last election, it was bitter. And lastly, is what I call Raila phobia in the larger Mount Kenya region. There are certain people in the larger Mount Kenya region who will vote for Raila Odinga. And their number actually is not small. The numbers in 2017 and the numbers in 2013, Raila Odinga's numbers were actually deflated. In an open contest, Raila Odinga would just get some good number of votes from the larger Mount Kenya region. But what about the local election, the MCS there? What about the members of parliament? What about the governors? Jubilee as a political party can easily compete against Order UDA as a political party than if the face was going to be Raila Odinga. This merger would actually make Raila Odinga probably the face if he will be the presidential candidate. But if Jubilee just wants to relax and contest and support Raila Odinga, then Uhuru can take the face, and then Uhuru, being the president, can even convince his people that he understands what he's doing. So that would be good for them. But this Raila phobia would make some of these people not to associate with that new merged party because of Raila Odinga. But these people, same people, can actually associate with Jubilee. And that's why I've been reading in the dailies that there are so many allies of the president who are actually not keen on this merger. Their focus, as we speak, is that they want to revive Jubilee. They are calling for elections. They want Jubilee to be revamped as a political party so that they can use it as their vehicle for 2022. And when these news of merger were announced, some of them were not very happy. I could be right, I could be wrong. But personally, I think to merge Jubilee and ODM is not a good political move. It's going to hurt Raila Odinga the most. But again, the president has intelligence, he has more information, he knows what he's doing. Raila Odinga understands politics than I do, so he probably understands what he's entering into. Let me hear your opinions on this. And thank you guys again so much. You just don't know how I really appreciate the kind of support you give to this channel. I know I have a gang, the League gang, who are always there with comments. I put a video notification and they watch immediately. They drop their comments. They give the videos likes. You guys are the reason for this growth. Please don't tire. I want to ask you again, this particular video, give it thumbs up if you can. Share it if you can. Drop your comment if you can. That's the only way you can support the channel. And those who want to join to become part of the membership, you are also encouraged to do that. You have only $99, not even $1, $0.99 to become a member. We also have 1.49 to become a member. We also have 2.49 to become a member, channel member. Some people were telling me, Lee, why don't you just put $100? No. Equate to Evo. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day.